Okay, I got a full show for you today, so we're not going to waste no time. Here it goes. Biden's meeting with Netanyahu called really embarrassing as he goes off script and forgets the quote. I also got for you screeching pro-Palestinian protesters interrupted Senate hearing. Then we got Biden's State Department official resigns over Israel policy he says will cause deeper suffering. Ilham Omar and Talib disgraced by U.S. announcement about Gaza hospital. Now, I told you this was full. Biden mauls $60 billion aid for Ukraine, $10 billion for Israel. And where's the other $30 billion? Who knows? But we're not going to waste any time because I told you it was a full show and I try to get things under 5 minutes for you guys. This might run a little bit over. So Biden's meeting with Netanyahu says it's embarrassing. Every time he goes somewhere, it's embarrassing. I'm not going to sit there and talk about it. I'm going to let you hear it from his own mouth. Listen to this.
Years ago, I asked the Secretary of State when he and I were working in the Senate to write something for him, and he said he wrote a line that I think is appropriate. He said, it's not we lead, not just, well, I won't go into it. I'll wait later. Taking too much time, but the point is this, that
told you every time he goes somewhere, he embarrasses himself. This is what happens. And for you idiot liberals out there saying this man does a great job, you tell me what he's done. I've asked this question repeatedly over X, which is Twitter, Facebook, everywhere, and nobody will answer. And they're sitting there going, oh, wait, you got the infrastructure bill going and the Inflation Reduction Act. Well, every one of those raised inflation. It did not reduce it. He has not reduced a penny of the deficit. So if you idiots want to believe it, you're stupid as hell. All right, now, the screeching pro-Palestinian protesters interrupted the hearing yesterday, and it took them forever. They went into the Capitol Rotunda and was pushing their way in, fighting with cops, everything like that. Finally, they started making arrests late at night. But they were processed, and I haven't heard anything about people being put into D.C. Gitmo like a lot of the January 6th people were, for doing the same exact thing these guys are doing. So we're going to watch this story and see what comes out of this and see if these people spend 2 years, 3 years in jail with no hearings at all, like what's going on with these January 6 people. And if you idiots want to sit there and say it's not the same thing, it most definitely is. Now, we got Biden's State Department official resigns over Israel policy, says will cause deeper suffering. An 11-year veteran in the U.S. Department has resigned his position over Joe Biden's handling of the ongoing Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Josh Paul, since 2012, served as Director of Congressional Public Affairs for the Department of Bureau of Political Military Affairs. Speaking to the Huffington Post, Paul cited his frustrations with the department's unwillingness to depart from its position on the conflict. The administration has decidedly sided with Israel, and Biden visited the country on Wednesday in show of solidarity. I've had my fair share of debates and discussions on efforts to shift the policies of controversial arms sales. Paul told the outlet it was clear that there's no arguing with this one, given I couldn't shift anything, I resigned. Obviously, he's going to side with Gaza and Hamas, the terrorists, which anybody that sides with Hamas needs just to go to hell over there and stay there. And speaking of that, Omar and Talib, the bitches of the Capitol. Now, 2 out of 4. When they saw the bombing at that hospital in Gaza, and it wasn't the hospital, it was the parking lot outside of the hospital, yet people still died. It was a Hamas rocket. But these bitches get on there and they start running their mouth about Israeli blew up a hospital, killing 500 people and all this stuff. And both those bitches need sent back to the Middle East. They are nothing but terrorist sympathizers, and that Talib was part of that yesterday at the Capitol of the pro-Palestinians group that invaded the Capitol, and she should be arrested along with the rest of them. Let me know what you guys think. You guys think these women should be kicked out of Congress and or prosecuted? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Now let's get into the Biden mall $60 billion aid for Ukraine. $10 billion for Israel. Now, he's asking for $100 billion. President Joe Biden's administration is considering $60 billion in assistance for Ukraine and $10 billion for Israel in a supplemental spending request he will send to Congress as soon as Friday. Biden is widely expected to ask Congress to pass a supplemental spending bill quickly as Washington responds to the deadly October 7th attack on Israel by Hamas militants and looks to continue to support Ukraine as it grapples with the Russian invasion. Multiple sources familiar with the request told Reuters on Tuesday that Biden is considering a supplemental request of $100 billion that would include defense for Israel, Ukraine, Taiwan, as well as funding efforts to beef up security at the U.S.-Mexico border. The problem I have with this is the majority of this money is going to Ukraine. The money laundering capital that we've got going on right now for Joe Biden. Only $10 billion goes to Israel. So that leaves, what, $30 billion. So what is he going to do with the other $30 billion? He's not stating how much money he's going to give for the U.S. border in Mexico. But there's no way in hell he can give us as much as he's giving Ukraine, because there's only $30 billion left. So why the hell is Ukraine getting more money than us to secure our country, but he's giving all this money to Ukraine? You know why? Because it's going in his pocket. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think money's going into his pocket for this? I guarantee it. But you leave some comments and questions below. Let's see what you guys think about all this. I got to try to stay everything squeezed in here for you, but that's what I've got for you today, and I wanted to get this out because there's so much going on. It's hard to get to everything when there's this much going on, because this administration, like every Democrat administration, blows up like this. This is why this next election is so important. With the presidential election, we've got to get every Democrat we can the hell out of office. No, the Republicans aren't the total solution for this, but it's a start. Better than what we've got going on right now. So we've got to go from, he started from here, see what happens. Like Dan Bongino says, look for the solution, not the person when you do something. Because politicians are corrupt no matter what. They don't care about you. You're a number to them. But the best bet we've got rolling right now are Republicans. If they get their shit together and get a speaker put in there, them idiots keep holding out against Jordan. Jordan is our best bet, but we won't know until he gets in there and see what he does. People can talk their mouths, run their mouths, say, we'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Well, you have to have approvals to do stuff. You just can't say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, because it has to be approved by the House and the Senate to do stuff. They need to start saying, I'll try to do better, I'll try to do this, and let's go from there. But you know I'll be watching these stories and many more, because something breaks out every day with these idiots. As soon as I get some more information on this or any other stories, you know I'll get it out to you. But follow me on Rumble at Chasu, C-H-A-S-U. Don't forget to subscribe. Share my videos with your friends and family. Get the words out. That's what I'm here trying to do. Get the truth out to you guys. Now let me know what you guys think. Leave comments and questions below. As soon as I get some more information, I'll get it out to you. This has been The Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.